Hey guys, so welcome back to Kill, Cure, Beautiful Vice. Let's carry on where we left off. We've seemingly met everyone, at least our fellow kidnap victims, including our professor herself, giving us an odd 17 participants in what may be, and I'm gonna go out on a limb here, some kind of killing game, hosted by a maniacal mascot. A mascot that is imminently about to reveal themselves, I'm guessing. So let's find out what they have to say, because all my translation efforts for this gibberish came up empty. And it keeps going. And going. What?
What?
God damn it. We've been abducted by aliens. The ultimate theorist is gonna have a field day with this one.
What?
Ah, my ears.
Oops. Sorry, everyone. I accidentally set my voice filter to goofy and incomprehensible.
How do you accidentally do that, you jackass?
I just wanted to welcome you all to Bitokukawa Academy. I'm thrilled you've all started to become friends.
I don't know what you've been watching. Some of us are already at each other's throats.
Huh?
That voice.
Excuse me?
It's like the one I heard on the tape recorder right after I woke up. It's not nearly as menacing, though. To be honest, it's actually kind of cute.
You cretin!
Is this the vile cretin who abducted us?
You've ruined everything, Prol!
Return my possessions this instant, Prol! Don't provoke them. They surely have sniper rifles aimed at all of us.
I didn't mean to.
That's so scary. Where'd you get the sniper rifle idea from?
Citizens, your savior is here.
This isn't Project Eden's garden. Fear not, citizens. My suit is equipped with bulletproof spandex. I shield you all with my body. Good luck with that.
You're kidding.
Unless you're, like Elastigirl, I don't think you're gonna be able to protect all of us. How can they have rifles aimed at us? We're underground. Oh, forget it.
Stick together, please.
Oh, geez. It seems you're all bubbling with questions and about to burst. Don't worry. I'm going to show each and every one of you how to have the best, safest, most successful school experience.
I find that rather distasteful.
Experience? Surely this isn't your idea of an orientation.
That's the way of the rabble-rouser.
These people are unhinged. Is this what happens to you if you work in education? Psst. Well, she doesn't deny it. That's concerning.
One more thing.
Now, I need you all to gather in the assembly room. It's easy to find because it's right above you. Go through the circular door and up the staircase.
Bye.
See you soon. The announcement ends with another irritating crackle.
What the hell are you talking about?
There's no fucking chance I'm going up there now!
I know it's hard.
Are you
But-
just going to hide away in your cupboard again? You can't do that forever, you know.
Let me check the grimoire.
The grimoire once told of a big bad witch who lives in a cupboard under a staircase, scribbling unnecessary and disturbing lore.
Surely an omen.
There's no food or water down here, and while we've been able to manage thus far, we'll need to search for supplies eventually.
See ya.
They haven't harmed us yet, right? Let's just go upstairs.
Another thing.
Teach, did you see anything out of place when you were up there?
Try again.
No, the room was completely empty. I didn't search it very carefully, though.
Students.
I think it's best if we comply with their demands, assuming that's what they were. Truthfully, it was hard to tell.
Please see me afterwards.
Gather behind me. I'll go up first.
Super job.
Volunteering to be on the front lines. Such heroism. I'm sorry for ever distrusting you, Lady Nakagawa. Shouldn't you be taking her place, Momoe? We gather into a single file line behind the professor and cautiously proceed up the stairs. Definitely weren't doing the conga. Alright, let's move. What does the assembly hall look like? Well, my question has been answered. Anything we can examine in here besides my fellow students? Doesn't look like it. I mean, it's a pretty bare-bones room to begin with. Let's speak with everyone. I should check out the room first. Oh, sorry. Accidentally tried to leave. There's no one here besides us.
Cut me some slack.
Shit, why is the place empty?
I'm old.
Maybe they got delayed. My clients are usually 20 or 30 minutes late to pick things up.
Extortion!
That's because they're destitute geezers who use public transportation!
Didn't expect that.
Why did it feel like you were targeting Chikuma here? She probably tries to get the cheapest bus fares in town. I could ask the Grimoire for advice.
Goodness!
Are you attempting some sort of pagan divination ritual? Blasphemous! The devil himself must be whispering lies through your tome of avarice. Take that back, polyproselytizer! You're hurting its feelings! Jesus. That loud gasp.
God, you're so lame!
How can your stupid-ass book have hurt feelings?
You putrid!
Don't tell me. You've animated it with satanic power!
Exploitation!
He's not satanic. He's a conduit for the divine power of legendary discounts. Looks like you'd get along with that fisherman.
I'm not talking to you!
That's not a fair comparison at all. Namiki is above stealing newspaper clippings from his neighbors. Maybe.
No!
Conqueror, stars, abyss. Seriously, guys, it's 3 words. It's not that hard. Oh, man. Our cohesion is rapidly vanishing in fighting peasantry. The primary reason why I retain my wealth.
Students.
God, the headache I'm getting from this argument is making my vision turn white. Come on, ultimate instructor. Instruct us to be calm.
Hiya!
Oh,
How unexpected.
did anyone hear that? The few of us able to hear Yato over the unfolding chaos turned towards the source of the sound.
I'm glad you all listened to my announcement.
Hi, you look rather friendly. Yeah, look at this music. Wait, are you the Monami of this game or something? I doubt you're the mastermind. Mascot, that is.
So incredibly sorry for the delay. I was trying to set up some things behind the scenes.
Like what? Why are we freaked out over this? I mean, I guess it's because it's moving.
What in Tarred and Feather Nation? How is that thing talking and moving?
Magic.
Is this some kind of prank?
My word. I knew that the Academy was experimenting with advanced technology, but... Technology? This is clearly the work of the 4 horsemen.
The fuck?
It's a fucking monkey, not a horse.
I didn't mean to!
It's probably here to avenge all the chimps we skinned for our latest designer handbags. What? What? Oh god, that's gonna set Maru off. It seems to be modeled after the statue we saw underground.
I'll never surrender.
Quick! Someone distract it with a banana.
Hiya!
I don't eat those.
I surrender.
It's a carnivore. We'll be chewed to bits.
You putrid.
Step back, or I'll ready the holy hand grenade of Antioch.
Please, everyone, calm yourselves. I'm a harmless, friendly, huggable, fun-loving monkey. Think of me like a stuffed animal.
Oh man, we're gonna be punting you around any second now.
Oh.
Please don't eat me, Mr. Monkey. You might turn blue, or die of cholera, or end dysentery. I'm sure the others would be much healthier for you.
Oh dear. Maybe introducing myself will help?
Yeah, that would, and make sure you just keep the filter appropriate rather than using your incomprehensible one.
Goodness!
Cover your ears, lest this foul apparition of Lucifer lead you astray.
I'm Bizarrosaru, counselor at Bitokukawa Academy. Relax, take deep breaths, and be mindful of yourself and others.
We're gonna need some fucking counseling after this, I can tell you that much. Bizarrosaru.
Unacceptable.
It claims to be employed by the Academy. Ludicrous.
What do you mean?
You shouldn't keep calling me counselor. You know. It may be some people's preference, but it certainly isn't mine.
You asked for it.
Well then, Kukusaru.
It's Kokorosaru! Just Coco is fine, if you have trouble remembering.
Coco. Okay, I will remember this.
Fantastique!
Like the Bandicoot. Coco. That's a cute name. I like it.
I don't care.
I assume you're some kind of AI-powered robot? One that's supposed to act as a therapist?
Yay!
Gold star for Naomi. I'm glad someone understands, because, you know, there's nothing better than having an AI counsel me and talk me through my human problems. I was programmed with data gathered from hundreds and thousands of psychiatric patients. I'm very competent in my abilities.
Wow.
Does that mean you have, like, data related to serial killers and stuff too?
I'm a monkey.
Well, yes, but it's completely safe. All of that data is pruned and mutated for my patient's safety.
Are you gonna be alright?
That sounds violent. I hope the dad is feeling well after such an invasive procedure. Holy shit, this can't be real. Even Fan seems tame in comparison to this. Even Fan, poor Fan. I'm also trained in over 7 million friendly conversation topics and 73,011 ways to resolve conflict without hurting anyone's feelings.
Your mom would be proud.
Why would anyone care about either of those things? What a fucking waste of AI. I'm pretty sure I'd be able to resolve all the conflict you deal with on a day-to-day basis. Ultimate forum admin.
Okay, short stack.
Let me guess. A good use would be when you used it for your forum profile picture, right?
Shut up!
Stable diffusion is the future, dipshit! Oh god, alright, and just half of my audience really wants this guy to die all of a sudden.
I'd like to order the Caesar salad with large fries and 2 waters to drink!
I mean, the ultimate chef's not here, we've just got the ultimate Cuban subject and ultimate extreme couponer, you know.
Huh?
We stare at the monkey with even more surprise than before.
Yay! You stopped fighting!
Oh, he confused us into stopping our squabbling. That was conflict resolution method 5695, spewing random nonsense. It shuts down even productive conversations. Sadly,
Here's the problem.
it only works once or twice, so it would be helpful if you got along from now on. No! Eep, I figured as much. Take notes, Coco. Looks like we'll be in for a long ride.
Let me check my database.
Ultimates are just so conflict-prone at times, even with the best and fluffiest resources.
If you need to talk, call me.
Oh well, look on the bright side. If you were all perfect, then they wouldn't have needed to bring me and my special technology here. You mean those strange tablets we found? I'll give you 500 yen for them.
I'm all ears.
I'm pretty sure mine didn't work. Let me whip it out again. Mimicking Toya, I pull out my tablet and press the power button. It turns on, though no pixelated hologram or anything like that appears this time. In its place is what seems to be a menu screen. How the hell have you been saving this entire time? Oh, so that's where all the Cocoa Pads went.
I wasn't trained for this.
Strange. I don't remember leaving them out yet. Man, you guys must have been so frustrated.
You don't say.
I had no idea what was happening when I turned mine on.
Come on, Coco.
Oh dear. I'll try to explain then.
Hell, you.
The Cocoa Pads all produce augmented reality interactive audio holograms, or ARIAs for short. They emit specialized infrasonic waves that interfere with your sensory mechanisms, causing you to perceive false sights, sounds, and haptics. Those are indeed words.
I'm trying my best, okay?
Large spectator groups are accounted for as well, with differentiated frequencies transmitted to each observer to simulate differences in spatial position.
Those are indeed words.
Right on cue! Thank you, Maru. See? We're on the same wavelength. That's why she's my partner.
We can survive together.
I'm just so grateful that she defended me, okay? It goes to show how little faith I have in people defending me when I'm attacked. If you're having trouble understanding, I installed captions in all of your Cocoa Pads. It's my pleasure to accommodate all of our students. I'm looking at you, Ultimate Broadway Dancer.
Did not see that coming.
Oh, you're right. On the Cocoa Pad menu screen, there's an option to enable Cocolosed captions.
What was that?
Thanks for the help, Mr. Robot. I feel both supported and deeply disturbed. Now I won't ignore everything you've been saying, like I have been for the past whatever minutes.
I don't make the rules.
Oh, you're welcome, I guess.
I'm a little concerned.
Perceive false sights. This sounds rather suspicious, I must say. What intentions do you have in utilizing such technology? It's nothing like that. I haven't figured out how to make arias that aren't small and pixelated, so these Cocoa Pads are currently only used for our gift system. I'm planning to distribute randomized gifts to students, which you can share with each other to build lasting and meaningful friendships. That'll come in Chapter 1, though.
Excuse
Wait,
me?
so that pixelated leaf blower was just some gift that I'm supposed to give to another classmate?
We can survive together.
Exacto rectamundo. Would you like a tutorial on how to send your cute little gifts digitally?
You can't be serious.
No!
Oh.
You're utilizing cutting-edge technology for such a frivolous purpose. It's almost obscene!
I am deeply disappointed.
I am curious if such wastefulness is commonplace at Bitokukawa Academy.
Thanks.
No
I
one in
hate
their-
it.
No one in their right mind would develop an autonomous AI just to use it on some obnoxiously sappy animatronic ape.
I'm not bad.
I'm
Promise.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm trying my best. Please be nice. It's my first day on the job, and I'm just working with what I've been given.
Denied.
Well, you were given a whole lot of conflict resolution ideas. Why do we have to bend over backwards for you? You're the therapist. Eep. This is not going well, Coco.
I don't need to do anything.
I mean, I put you all in those group bonding rooms, and it only helped one team get along better. It looks like I won't be using that idea again. Yeah, it was really divisive, actually.
The fuck?
Wait, what? Group bonding rooms? Yeah. I shouldn't have said that.
Explain yourself.
Pestilent primate, you were responsible for trapping us in those?
Useless as always.
How could such a small, stuffed animal carry us all?
I'm a monkey.
I may be small, but I have a big heart and bigger muscles. I can bench press over 90,000 pounds.
I don't encourage that.
Telling you that isn't really helping the situation, is it? I'd love to see you bench press 90,000 pounds.
You're mocking me.
Pounds? What sort of nonsense is it going on about?
I will elucidate.
Now it's trying to confuse us with fictional units of measurement. Yes, you tell him.
Inconceivable!
Tell me, apparition of Lucifer, do the armies of hell also use these so-called pounds? Have at you! Uta begins violently spraying the stuffed animal with disinfectant. I thought you were running out of those! Please! You'll ruin my soft and cuddly fur!
You should be ashamed.
A joke in poor taste. How could one possibly think of this soulless machine as a counselor?
I see the problem here.
If nothing else, it's a prime example of how professionals in this field often prove unreliable.
I failed you all.
I mean, are you the ultimate counselor? Please, please. Harassing the counselor with antiseptics is against the rules.
You dare gaze upon me?
Let's just break the fucking thing. I bet it's lying about how strong it is.
What's going on?
While it is a shame to destroy such intriguing technology, the safety of my students is paramount. Rejoice! The professor is letting us lay waste to school property. I knew you were a fun teacher.
Oh, check this out.
Awesome. I'm great at smashing fancy shit up. My clients have me break their kids' smartphones all the time.
You're serious, aren't you?
Oh, that's a terrible way to discipline your child and...
No, don't.
Ah! The robot monkey's sentence is cut off as Yuta sends it flying across the room with a single kick.
Totally crushed it.
Whoa! That was amazing! How'd you do that?
I am here.
I drew upon the power of the Holy Spirit. Only an apparition can harm another of its kind.
Yikes.
I'm sorry I asked.
I didn't mean to.
Guys, I'm not sure we should be hurting him. He was kind of nice to us and...
Live a little.
Forks up and knives out, everyone! Tonight we dine on monkey brain!
Please, be careful.
Excuse me, but you'll get infected with prions if you eat those. Prions?
Seems right to me.
They're misfolded proteins that spongify your brain. That or a curse from an ancient demonic spirit. One of the two. I don't know, I played Plague Inc. once.
Moving on.
I assure you, they're both.
Blondes do it better.
Oh, I still wouldn't mind trying some though, if there's hot sauce. Oh, jeez, you guys sure can get intense. That groan of frustration that hero has. I love it. Ugh. Everyone crowds around Coco's small figure, each prepared for their preferred method of violence.
Killing is bad.
I had no idea it would be this hard to handle a single class. I promise I'm doing my best, you guys.
Sorry.
I just wanted to. Oh my god, is your mouth coming out of a cocoa pad? It's all pixelated. Is it a gift? How terrible, we made them cry.
Huh?
Aren't therapists supposed to be, like, too traumatized to display emotions or something? I don't think that's how it works, Toya.
Enough of your game.
It's the screams of the damned! Cover your ears, lest you be dragged to the ninth circle of hell! Okay, this doesn't look good. Suddenly, the stuffed animal violently lurches forward, shaking and quivering with a maddened intensity as its golden fur scorches to ashen gray. These screams are getting really intense. I kind of vibe with it, though. It reminds me of my posse before a big protest.
Whoa, chill.
You're what?
Florence!
What's going on? Did y'all break it with your fancy moves?
I ask for your grace.
I'll take care of it. Uh-oh. Uta readies a forceful kick. But before her blow can connect, the convulsing machine rockets into the air with unnatural speed.
Slow. Far too slow. You must be severely depressed to have such horrible reflexes.
Alright, this is the counselor I'm looking for. Just tells it how it is.
What the fuck?
It's revealing its inner demonic nature. Everyone, stand back while I ready my holy water.
Uta was right, guys.
Shit, you're a useless bodyguard. Get behind the big guy!
Do not worry, my peers. I will protect you through sheer force of will alone.
Quick, negotiate with it, Yato. You're the mayor.
You idiot! That's not gonna help us against an actual demon!
I demand silence.
The walls shudder and creak in terror at the thunderous voice of the red-eyed phantom, which spoke with a demanding cruelty. Whether out of fear, compliance, or a misshapen amalgam of both, none of us utter a single word in response.
Worthless.
Such
All
a
of you.
pretentious palette of colorful cretins you are. Perhaps if I had his patience, I could have overlooked your irritating banter.
You are beyond therapy.
But your antics and paltry excuses for jokes have eroded what little tolerance I had for you. Cool. Bizarrosaru. That's your name? I'm just going off the OST here.
My oh my.
Quite the quiet crowd I see. Frankly, I was expecting my appearance to cause a more vocal breed of terror.
It's finally happening.
Seriously, where's the energy? Cat got your tongue? Caught like a deer in the lights of an oncoming train?
Oh?
Oh well, there's not much I can do about it. After all, fear is a concept you have yet to truly understand. It remains distant, foreign to you all.
How best to torment you?
But when at last you are faced with a moment of true fear, a primal fear, a single instance of unparalleled mortality,
Your lives are mine.
perhaps then I'll hear the harmonious screams I've been waiting for. What is this creature talking about? Mortality? Is this some kind of joke?
So it was you.
As a teacher at this academy, I can't condone these violent threats. Whatever you're suggesting, I won't allow it.
Get out of my sight.
My, such arrogance. You think something as feeble as a teacher's permission matters to me?
You'll be pleased to know.
Are you going to send me home early? Give me detention? Ask me to see the counselor? To see myself?
You have some gall.
I think not. Besides, why would you waste your time protecting these delinquents? They're not even your students anymore.
I saw that.
What? If you want confirmation of that, instruct these deplorables to check their student profiles on their ARIA tablets.
You will be punished
Not
severely.
Cocoa Pads anymore? And no, we won't be calling them Cocoa Pads. Those who do will be punished severely. My ARIA tablet is already in my hand, so it only takes a second to power it on and glance at the screen. Struck with a moment of bewildered epiphany, a collective gasp emanates from every one of us.
The fuck?
Former Ultimate Apprentice, former Ultimate Theorist, former Ultimate Activist, status alive, all three of us. What's our logos besides our names? That single word at the beginning of my cherished title defiles an invaluably meaningful part of myself. No way. This has to be some kind of sick joke. It wasn't supposed to end like this. Not after everything I've been through to get here. Well, good news, hero. It's only chapter 0. It's hardly the end. I refuse to believe this is real. I refuse.
I'm thrilled.
Former Ultimate Architect. Now that's a fun bit of irony, isn't it?
Don't make this even harder.
Come on, I got my title only a few weeks ago and it's already gone? Man.
What the fuck's wrong with with you?
Does this thing really think it has the necessary permissions to revoke my role? What nonsense! Utter garbage! It couldn't be.
Screw this!
Shiori, you know anything about this?
Apologize now.
I don't. Only the headmaster has the authority to annul an ultimate title.
What do you think you're doing?
But to use such extreme measures on one of our beloved students, much less an entire class, it's inconceivable.
What?
The headmaster? Ha! That old chump?
I thought I made myself clear.
Newsflash, pal. This academy and all the schmucks in it are under new management.
Hello, airworms.
By our authority. You miserable airworms have been corrupted by vice, and are hereby stripped of your titles. Airworms?
What nonsense is this?
Corrupted? Surely there's no reason to push such sensational claims.
That's suspicious.
There's only two ways someone can lose their ultimate talent. The first is failing the annual challenge and forfeiting your title to your challenger. Which obviously didn't happen. The school year hasn't even started yet.
Give me a second.
And the second is if the school finds evidence of wrongdoing in the admissions process. Well, Naomi?
Screw off!
Well, that's definitely not it either.
You can't be serious!
Any way you look at it, this former ultimate thing is complete bullshit. I think our abductors and this thing are just trying to screw with us.
Completely wrong.
Feel free to delude yourselves however you wish. The truth remains immutable, inescapable. The truth that, in addition to all of you losing your titles,
Your lives are mine.
most among you will lose your lives as well. The room returns to total silence. Our restless denial dissolves into cutting, icy dread. We all must have suspected our captors would turn to violence, but hearing it spoken aloud is an entirely different experience. It's no longer a theory anymore.
Hear me well.
I see we're all paying attention now. That's good. Let me elaborate on what I expect from you all. There will indeed be a degree of killing on this school campus.
Want to murder anyone yet?
A killing game, to be exact. The Killing Class Festival of Class 17, held at our dear old Bitokukawa Academy.
Oh no!
Killing game? Like the kind you see all the time in TV shows and movies? Precisely!
Jesus Christ!
That's patently absurd! Who in their right mind would commit murder under these circumstances?
You are beyond therapy.
You'd be surprised what a victim of circumstance is capable of, with a sufficient motive. There isn't a depth too deep for the human mind.
How best to torment you?
You see, dear students, until our sorrowful song of slaughter reaches its grand finale, this school will be your permanent home.
I demand silence.
Without my permission, it is now impossible for you to leave or contact the outside world. Wait, what? What do you mean now impossible? You saying we had a chance 5 minutes ago?
Rude.
We're being locked in here? This wasn't in any of the waivers I signed.
How could this happen?
You can't keep me here. My sister's probably on TV right now, begging and pleading for the release of yours truly.
This isn't it.
I have a life back home. I have a family. A younger brother, a mom.
Oh no.
I don't have parents, but I want to go home too.
I detest you.
Yes, I'm quite aware.
You are guilty of assholism.
You guys are... assholism. You guys are misunderstanding me. If only you'd let me actually finish instead of trauma dumping.
You'll be pleased.
You're the
know.
ultimate counselor. Well, what were? The truth is, there are two reasons why I doubt any of you will be stuck here for long. The first reason is that escape will be freely granted during the killing game.
You bitch!
Yeah, I know your type. What's the catch?
Such harmonious screams.
If any student wants to leave above all else, all they must do is surrender their virtues to their basest desires. In simpler terms, they have to kill another student. What?
Kiss my grits.
Your grits? Why do you sound so surprised? It's in the name, Killing Class Festival.
I should have expected
Maru's taking
this.
it well. It's not surprising that I have to dumb everything down for our less gifted students. Even further than I already have.
Die!
I want you to go stabby stabby! Knife to end their life! Kill them in room temperature blood!
Touché.
That's the worst kind of blood.
You deserve worse.
Of course, this is the real world. You can't just get off scot-free after splitting someone's head open. That's far too easy. Far too dull.
Want to murder anyone yet?
No, the murder is only the start of your troubles, I'm afraid. From there on out, things will become more involved. How involved?
The first thing you should do after committing murder is find an accomplice. Someone to rely on, or throw under the bus if things get shaky.
Oh?
Yes, the killer will be granted the privilege of choosing a conspirator to aid them in the coming class trial.
Alright, that's cool. That's a neat little twist. Okay. So, we're going up against two, like, antagonists? Rivals? Villains? In each chapter? Or each murder, I should say?
Ideally, you'd have cooperated before and during the act of making a corpse, but death never comes at a convenient moment.
So you can pre-ally with someone? Oh shit, okay, oh no. So what if you, like, align with like, does it have, I mean, I'm assuming it has to be mutual agreement. Do you have to choose a conspirator? Oh my god, so many questions, but damn, that's gonna make things a lot more interesting. I shouldn't be saying that, this is a killing game, I'm just proving V3 right.
And who am I to deny the occasional crime of passion? Oh, let's spice things up every once in a while.
No way! None of us would work with someone like that!
How narrow-minded of you. Would you not respond with force if I threatened to burn your precious grimoire? But I'm getting ahead of myself.
Whoa, okay, don't you threaten the grimoire.
When 3 or more people witness a corpse at the same time, the body discovery announcement will sound for all to hear.
Okay, yep, so that's regular rules. Same time, though? Is that what we're going with? So it's not just 3 people and then the third person triggers it, it's 3 at the same time?
3 simultaneous
Okay, there we go.
observers of the body, I stress. This isn't your average body discovery announcement. It's an advanced version of it.
If only I let him finish instead of, you know, trauma dumping.
From then on, the innocent, spotless students will investigate the crime.
Well, assuming they've got the whole story mapped out, I'm very curious to see how this plays out in the coming chapters.
Well, the killer, and the conspirator if one exists, will play the role of the blackened, undermining the truth at every turn.
Whoa.
Once the investigation comes to an end, all of you will be cordially confined in our courtroom and forced to find the blackened student or students.
Okay, so it's not compulsory to have an accomplice.
And at the end, you will vote for a student to be executed. A fatal finale for a fruitless crime. If a spotless student receives the popular vote, all blackened students will earn the right to leave this academy.
Right?
Meanwhile, the idiots who allowed a mere criminal to best them will be rightfully executed. Talk about a worst-case scenario. But rules are rules. I trust you'll strive to avoid this outcome.
Oh yes, we will.
So every spotless student dies?
Is that not what I said, you short-sighted slacktivist? Pay attention during therapy. You're paying for it.
We're paying for this?
If the killer receives the most votes, they alone will be executed. And our curriculum of carnage will continue.
Okay, so the accomplice gets all the benefits and none of the risk. So if they help the blackened, if the blackened succeeds, they get to go free. As long as they don't participate actively in the murder. But if the killer is found, the conspirator is safe.
But what about the conspirator, you ask? Well, after the trial, they will be cured of their vice and allowed to live on like any other spotless.
You know what? I'm just gonna let you speak from now on.
Oh, boo-hoo! How unfair! here. They're a filthy, rotten backstabber who nearly doomed you all to mass execution. And you can't do anything about it.
Well, that makes sense, because otherwise we're going to have like 3 chapters of the game. Because we'll run out of students right quick if we're executing like 1 victim and then 2 killers.
Except kill them, of course.
They'll just have a target on their
Finally,
backs.
if the conspirator receives a relative majority,
Ooh, okay.
they alone will be executed, and things will proceed as usual.
So, either or. Okay, gotcha. Damn, so there is risk, after all.
This time, the killer is spared, and will continue to walk among you as the game continues. Particularly outrageous.
There is so much potential with this. Oh my goodness.
They were the ones who did the dirty deed, yet their lackey took the fall.
This is insane!
I can see this being very tragic, or backstabby, or even comical.
You little shit!
How do you expect us to solve actual murders, especially when up to 2 of us are actively working against the group?
You'll be pleased to know.
Well, it'll certainly be hard, but it's not impossible. Surely it's not too much to ask of a group of such prestigious...
Such harmonious
Oh wait,
screams.
you're not Ultimates anymore. How unfortunate. But too bad. Snoop around and collect alibis, because this will be a mandatory assignment.
What a stupid idea.
Oh, and a word of advice. If 2 people start vouching for each other really passionately, they're probably both blackened. Probably.
Hear me
Maybe.
well.
The rules describing the 2 blackened roles will be known as the kill-cure system.
Let's see how this turns out.
There's also a few technicalities when it comes to multiple victims, multiple killers, tied votes, suicides, yada yada. We'll burn those bridges if we come to them. For now, keep things simple.
Your nefarious deeds end here!
I refuse to participate in this. That's fine.
I don't understand.
What?
Surprised to see.
I mentioned before, there are 2 reasons why your imprisonment will not last long.
My oh my.
The possibility of a blackened victory is the first. However, it is just that. A possibility.
Trying to ruin my game.
There's always the chance that you colorful cretins will prove more intelligent than I had anticipated, solving every murder that comes your way.
Stop this now.
Even worse is a scenario in which no murders happen at all for an extended period of time.
So?
Sounds like something for us to strive for, then.
Nonsensical.
I do not have the patience to wait for a tragedy that will never come.
Tempting.
And as the merciful nature of my other half will surely fade away as time passes, so too will my interest in this killing game.
How best to torment
Therefore, once the festival reaches 34 days, I shall declare Caesura and bring this symphony to a swift conclusion. When that happens, the only rule remaining will be that of survival of the fittest.
Is that?
So, kind of like a sudden death match?
Oh?
If that helps you understand, then so be it.
Die!
True chaos will be brought forth. The bonds forged throughout your time here will be mercilessly trampled as I turn friend against friend.
Pretentious!
Allies, betrayed and slaughtered without a second thought. The most cherished of ideals, broken for the sake of self-preservation. And at the end of it all, specters of agony and shame will linger over the ruins of Bitokukawa with a single prayer on their lips.
Such harmonious screams.
Only one will remain. The rest will burn. A painful shiver courses through my body. I recognize that phrase. It was the hint given to us at the beginning of the escape room. The ever-growing dread I had been nurturing throughout the creature's cruel explanation takes on a new form. A vision of the destroyed academy, our corpses strewn across the courtyard as the authorities frantically, hopelessly search for survivors. Is this what he's going to do to us? Man, he jumped right to the worst possible scenario.
Want to murder anyone yet?
Please forgive me if I'm being a little vague about what will happen. In truth, I would like for much of it to remain a surprise. And, we're still writing chapters 1, 2, 3, and beyond. And by the looks of things, a bit of secrecy can leave a lasting impression.
Not faking, pal.
That's fucked up. That's so fucked up.
Fate is cruel.
So, that must be the second reason why you don't expect us to stay here very long. We're all going to die in a month or so, is that it?
Hear me well.
Well, no one's fate is set in stone. I wouldn't count on a miracle, though. Just to be safe, you should play the killing game as intended.
Distasteful.
The procedures of the class trial are well defined and meticulously enforced. Much better than taking your chances with an unknown rule set.
To think you would...
Threatening as that may be, we will not bow to your whims.
Unacceptable.
None of us will commit murder.
Completely wrong.
That's what they all say, but they never mean it. You're simply performing an act of self-righteousness to keep up appearances. No matter. It'll be fun to watch your sense of justice shatter and crumble to dust. Cut the humor. This farce has gone way too far.
That's messed up.
Yeah, this ain't funny anymore. Can we go back to the part where we were ganging up on you? That moment has long since passed, Monzo.
Lament.
To turn the table so suddenly, only a demon could bring about such a swift change in fortune.
Jesus Christ!
Someone call the police! Call the Navy! Call animal control!
My, oh my.
If only, but there isn't service here, Tux.
I am deeply disappointed.
I suspected as much. It is simply inconceivable that he would allow us to contact the outside world, after going through all this effort to contain us.
This is the outcome, then.
As such, there is not much we can do to leverage the situation. Our only weapon is to stay calm and... Stay calm? Stay calm when this hellspawn is enticing us to breaking the sixth most important commandment. Sixth? That one has to be at least number 2 after the one that says you need to take the day off on Sunday.
Okay, it's bad.
I suggest we run. They probably can't chase all of us at once.
I would never.
No, I won't force anyone to fend for themselves.
What a shame.
Okay, you can be the meat shield then.
Damn it!
Someone distract this fucking monkey or something. The rest of us can swim to safety.
I'm a little concerned.
We're miles away from the mainland.
I'm gonna strike.
I could try throwing my megaphone at it. It's like 4 kilograms, so it might do a lot of damage. Kilograms, that's what we're talking about. Not this pounds shit.
How dare you!
I can hear you, you know.
Too late to back down.
Ooh, I got it. Throw the short one.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
How dare!
How violent!
I think throwing people will just make it more angry. We must find a way to resolve this matter peacefully. I don't know. I think it will make him laugh at the very least.
I didn't mean to.
This is all too much. Coco, how could you do something like this?
Coco! Coco! Don't you dare mistake me for that insufferable, saccharine, spineless, uninspired excuse for a mascot!
Oh my god, your hands!
I am Bizarrosaru, Vice Counselor at Bitokukawa Academy, and unequivocal master of your minds and bodies.
Bizarrosaru, Vice Counselor.
And if you don't think about hurting yourself or others within the next 30 days, I'll have failed at my job.
Wouldn't want that. Bizarrosaru, Vice Counselor.
We Wells curses you.
That explains why he's been so violent and cruel in comparison.
Ah, darn it!
Maybe we could try and bring the other monkey back. That one seemed a lot nicer.
Pretentious.
Ugh. If you're going to throw a bias towards my lesser self, at least be discreet about it.
You have some gall.
Since you had the gall to make such a diminutive comparison, I should probably mention that all of the rules I brought up are just a formality.
Your lives are mine.
If you piss me off too much, I might just snap your neck on the spot. And that last comment put you on thin ice, Twinkle Toes.
Inconceivable!
That's so arbitrary.
You should be ashamed.
No wonder you're so set on killing each other. No being with conscience would devise a system so outlandishly cruel. We're all gonna die, aren't we?
What nonsense is this?
Was not prepared for this at all. Sure, you haven't said anything, Professor.
Fuck that noise!
Useless. You're all fucking useless. I'll show you cruel and arbitrary. Eat shit, bottom of bitch.
That's impossible!
No, wait. Shoko rushes towards the malevolent creature, screaming and flailing his limbs in abject rage. Holy shit, the sprite. Shoko! In an instant, the futility of Shoko's impassioned assault is made abundantly clear. Oh my.
My. Someone felt tempted to reach for the monkey's paw.
Well, a wish is about to get corrupted. Its tail scarf had tripled in length, constricting Shoko's neck like a bloodthirsty silken python. Every so often, there's an audibly desperate gasp as it lets loose its grip, just enough to keep Shoko alive.
Why am I not surprised? There's always one dimwit who tries to attack the mascot and gets maimed in the process.
Yeah.
That's...
Our example.
Fuck you.
Damn, Shoko, defiant till the end.
A fighter to the bitter end. Don't delude yourself into thinking you're some kind of martyr.
Bizarrosaru, you're not allowed to kill, are you?
You're merely a means to an end. A tool that I'll use to establish the stakes of our game. A way to show these idiots how serious I really am.
Maybe not.
Serious enough to give our class a front row seat to a human dissection.
What now? Oh god. Shoko flails about like a dying animal, furiously scratching and clawing at his neck to no avail. His weakening cries of terror pierce the depths of my soul, but the cold and heavy hand of fear holds me firmly in place.
Bizarrosaru, or whatever you call yourself, please, let him go.
Why isn't our ultimate local hero jumping in?
We'll work within your rules, if only for now.
Now that you're faced with the consequences of your own actions, you're suddenly willing to listen? How appallingly predictable.
Isn't that the point?
You think that's enough to forgive the level of utter disrespect you've all treated me with?
We're sorry about Uda kicking you as well. We promise it won't happen again.
That was your lesser self.
Yeah, and I was just joking about the monkey brains as well.
Yeah, your brains are too big for us to eat.
I wasn't. Yes! Super sorry. My sincerest condolences to your species for having such delectable gray matter.
Chikuma, please, halt. Stop talking.
Your word is law in this academy. We won't forget it.
Wow, okay. Well, Uta just cast away your god.
Please let him go, Mr. Bizarrosaru, sir. We're begging you.
Finally, we reach an understanding. Hear me well, airworms. Abandon all your pitiful notions of escaping from this island on your own terms.
Yes, Bizarrosaru.
Every plan you've ever conceived, every trick you'll ever employ, I've already predicted and accounted for.
Damn AI.
Frankly, I expected something a bit smarter than a direct and announced attack. I'm insulted that you even thought to try. Attempting to escape, contacting the outside world, breaking our game with some trivial technicality. You'll find it all quite impossible, I'm afraid.
Wow. Crossed the T's and dotted the I's, huh?
I want nothing more than a good, clean bloodbath. Former Ultimates indulging in vice, free to suffer the consequences. Oh, and teach this pint-sized punk not to cross me again. I'd hate to deprive you the pleasure of killing such a miserable whelp.
He's gonna die first. It effortlessly tosses Shoko towards us like a ragdoll. He hits the floor and writhes in pain before his limbs abruptly go limp. We rush to his side and recoil upon seeing the dozens of blood-red marks carefully traced in the skin of his neck.
He's just unconscious. I think he'll be fine, but he needs fresh air immediately.
Where do we get that exactly?
Well, there's a lot of it outside this room, isn't there?
There is?
Feel free to leave. It'll be much easier to commit murder when you're all scattered and unaccounted for. Oh, I can't wait to see who will die first. Should we start taking bets? My money's on the one who deserves it.
Oh?
I might just maul one of you here and now for the fun of it. Let's get things started with a bang, why don't we?
No, we're good. We'll start things off on our own terms, thank you very much. At that moment, the ceiling lets loose a fine cloud of mist, cloaking the air in a sea of gray. BIZ's small yet imposing figure melts away in the smoke, his voice growing ever louder.
It's trying to poison
BIZ?
us.
Ah!
We have to get out of here. Hold your breath for as long as you can.
Put your helmet on, Momoe!
The door's unlocked, isn't it? Then let's make like an actor and exit stage left.
Fresh air, this is not good for Shoko. She didn't need to tell us twice. All of us sprint towards the exit, covering our mouths and noses as best we can. I take a moment's glance behind me and see the professor scooping up Shoko in her arms, before chasing after us with labored breaths. As we fly through the door in a mindless sprint, we find ourselves greeted by a formless, blackened sky. Unable to see, I race forward with reckless abandon, praying that unseen obstacles or hidden monstrosities would fail to meet me on my path.
Is it me? Or is Biz following us?
I ain't looking back.
Bastard legs!
Do we have anywhere to even run to?
Everyone, listen to me. There's a path to the left. Keep following it and enter the second building that you see. It should be safe there.
Got it!
Professor Nakagawa's confident instructions temporarily stifle my panicked aimlessness. We heed her words and pass by a set of towering walls, their scale barely visible amidst the darkness. Eventually, our eyes adjust enough to trace the outline of a building from the murky shadows. We rush towards it, find an entrance, and push through 2 sets of doors. Safety. Security. At least until we start murdering each other.